News, Justin, the Battle of Shiloh is over and the Union Army has won, losing over 13,000 people. The Union Army, under the leadership of Ulysses S. Grant, and the Confederate Army, under the command of Albert Sidney Johnston, went to battle on April 6th on the banks of the Tennessee River, after both ending up at the same place. Wait, Justin, footage of the wife of Ulysses S. Grant talking about how she felt. This is truly heartbreaking.
Hello, Miss Grant.
Julia, please.
Oh, Julia, I would like to ask you a few questions about your husband, if that's all right.
Yeah, it is.
How did you feel when he was in the Battle of Shiloh?
I was worried because I didn't receive as many letters as the other wives did from their husbands. I maybe received 2 or 3 while he was gone. They were receiving letters about how everything was doing, but I didn't get very many, so I thought maybe he had been killed or shot.
How were the kids take this? Did you tell them anything? Were they old enough?
I didn't tell them anything. The younger ones wouldn't have taken it as well. The older ones are old enough to understand, but I figured I might as well just keep it from them.
Speaking of your husband and you, how was your wedding?
He proposed to me, and then it got delayed the first time because Julia's dad, my dad, did not understand. He didn't approve of Grant yet. Grant didn't have permission to marry me. And then it got delayed again the second time because of the Mexican War. So Grant was gone again.
If Ulysses did, in fact, if he died in the Shiloh War, what would you have done?
We would have moved back to Washington and gone on with our life, tried to cope with everything that was going on. Probably would have written a book, maybe, about how I was feeling.
Well, thank you for your time, Miss Grant. Back to you.
Now let's watch another video of a woman who actually fought in the Battle of Shiloh. Miss Velasquez.
Loretta, please.
Okay, Loretta, tell me about your first husband.
I convinced him to stop his commissioner and join the Confederate Army. So after he did, I joined as well as a spy, a Confederate soldier, also a blockade runner.
Oh, that's really interesting. Did y'all have any kids?
We had 3, but they all died young, sadly.
Oh, that's very sad. What battles did you fight in?
I fought in Battle of Shiloh.
So what are you doing with your life now?
I actually travel through Latin America and the American West.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I never had any kids after my 3 of them died. I wish I did, but
yeah. Were you ever caught as a female in the Army?
no, I was not, but I was arrested as a Union spy in New Orleans, and I successfully cleared my name without revealing my true identity.
That's very interesting. Well, that's all we have time for today, so back to you.
This is where the Confederate Army and the Union Army met, and they met at Shiloh, which is just west of the Tennessee River. This is a picture that was taken of the Battle of Shiloh. This was the first attack at one of the houses or buildings at Shiloh.
This is a picture of Grant and Buell on their horses before the battle.
This is the army fixing to attack. This is at the Battle of Shiloh, and this is all the damage that has been done.
This is at the Battle of Shiloh. This is when the war had broken out. Altogether, both the Confederate Army and the Union Army has lost over 23,000 people. This is very heartbreaking.